Welcome to part 3 of Wily Tower. So we're in Wily 2, and the boss is well, you'll see now. There he is. He's a bouncing ball! But this bouncing ball also has spikes, and you don't want to touch him. Well, I guess he doesn't have spikes. Not yet, anyway. He shoots lasers much like Gemini Man did, and his weakness is the elect beam. I'm sure he has other weaknesses, but I know it's the elect beam really rips his shit. Gemini lasers bounce all over the room, it's easy to dodge them. And then when he turns into the spike form, you want to watch out where he is, because he won't kill you in one hit, but he can really hurt you bad. He just basically moves around the room, and he's easy to dodge, though. Fairly easy boss when you know what weapon kills him. If you have the Mega Buster, he takes, about 4 times as long to kill. Again, it's good to have the weaknesses. If you don't have the weaknesses, these bosses can be a real hassle. Anywho, Wily 3 is coming up, and it's all starry and weird cyber shit, or something like that. And I know this is gonna be a big shock to you. I know this is gonna be a crazy shock, right? Wily 3 is Mega Man 3 themed. What? Yeah, it's true. It's true. I know. It's crazy. I passed those top platforms because I remembered my experience with Top Man stage when I did my Mega Man 3 playthrough. I hate those platforms. I didn't want to screw up again, so I'm like, screw this. I'm not even taking the chance. I hate those damn top platforms. For some reason, I can never stop in time. I don't know why. I just had bad luck that day, and I'm sticking to that. So yeah. These monkeys, as always, they still bounce left and right, but because the ceiling is, like, lower and not lower, like, it's disproportionate to what it should be. Anyway, the monkeys will be bouncing closer to you than you'd probably like, so watch out for that. Urgh, I hate those fucking sounds. I hate those fucking screw enemies. Other than that, Wily 3 is pretty easy. Well, actually, I think it's easy. I think most of Wily Tower is. See, Wily Tower isn't about being the hardest game in the series. It's just about... I mean, it can be if you don't bring any weapons into the mix. I mean, technically, you could just go in with the Mega Buster and try and see how you do with that. And you could beat it. It'd be hard as fuck, but you could do it. You could do it. Jesus. So if people want a challenge, then they can try and play Wily Tower with only the Mega Buster, and it's a much harder game, definitely. But you know, I love any game that lets. I mean, they should do a sequel to this. They should do like a Wily Tower 2 or a Wily Wars 2. You know? Hell, now they made Mega Man Powered Up for the PSP, which is a completely different version of Mega Man 1. Where not only can you play as the Robot Masters and Proto Man, yeah, Proto Man's in Mega Man 1 for the PSP, and you can even play Roll. And the greatest thing about it is, not only can you play as them, but you can play through the story mode, and the characters even talk to you as the character you are. Like, the Robot Masters will comment to Roll, like, "What are you doing here, Roll? You can't fight. Go back home and do the housekeeping like you should," you know? Or something like that. It's awesome. I love that. And Mega Man Powered Up for the PSP is a game you should get, because it reimagines Mega Man 1 really awesomely. And it's all voice acted and everything, and... You know, why don't they do that with this? They should just, like, remake 4, 5, and 6, because they made 1, 2, and 3. And, like... You know, Wily Tower 2. Wily Wars 2, rather. I'd buy that. Anywho, here's Buster Rod G again! We destroyed his pole in the last fight, and now he's fighting us in this, falling room. All the platforms are falling, be it slowly. He occasionally shoots you with a Mega Buster of his own, I guess. And, Quick Boomerang seems to make quick work of him. I don't know if he's weaker against anything else, but... You know, I'm taking him down fairly quickly with the Quick Boomerang, so I'm gonna stick with that. The platforms keep falling, so you gotta keep jumping. You don't want to fall off the screen with them, obviously. It's tough. He can shoot you off and make you fall into the pit, so it can be a tough battle, but you know, Luckily, I triumphed and destroyed Buster Rod G. Fuck you and your Genesis unit, you prick. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've taken care of the last of the Genesis unit, we've been through the 3 Mega Man themed levels, I think it's time we took out Dr. Wily. Dr. Wily. You so crazy. This level isn't much of a level at all. It's pretty short, and the boss fight is the only part that's really going to give you trouble. If you don't know the weaknesses. I do, so this won't be much trouble for me at all. These drills are always oh so fun, so you want to bring out Leaf Shield. We get lots of energy, lots of weapon energy. It's a good place to be. I also like this music for this place too. It's really kicking. This is like the epitome of every Wily's final area. Red bloody drops. Proto Man! And Proto Man, being the good gent he is, has just opened us a pathway to Wily. We shall fight Dr. Wily in the last part of Wily Wars, Part 4. See you then.